Coach, good to have you on the program again this week. Last week we were getting ready for Star City at this time, and you were talking about your offense. You were a little concerned with your lack of consistency and quarterback play. Looked like great improvement. Great game Friday night. Give us your impressions.
It was. You know, it's a process, and I thought our kids really came out and played well and played with a lot of energy. And Justin played extremely well. Darvion played well on the first drive. You know, we had a little package where we'd been working on with both of them playing quarterback early in the year, knowing what we were going to do. We just didn't give out away until Friday night, where we were going to have them in the game at the same time. And then Darvion goes down on the first drive, and he kind of throws that away a little bit. But I thought Justin did a great job of handling the offense. I mean, we completed some balls early, which opened up the running game some. You know, that's what we do here. We want to pass to open up the run, and that's the first time that's happened this year. I think we threw it 20 times in the first half, and we ran it 17 times in the first half, and kind of made them respect the pass a little bit, and that opened up the running game in the second half.
Well, as we talked about, Star City's a good football team, so I think that made the performance even that much more impressive to me. Looked like your offensive line really played well, and in the fourth quarter, when they pretty well knew you were coming at them running the football, your offensive line just looked like did a great job.
Right, they did. They've been doing a good job all year. You know, every game, even the Pulaski Academy game, they did some good things. And the biggest improvement for us was our passing game. You know, we actually got back there, we threw the football. What people were able to do the last few weeks is put more guys in the box that we can block, and that puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line. But when you can complete some passes and people got to stay honest, then that's going to open up the running game more. And we've not been able to do that the first 4 weeks. We've not been very successful of throwing and catching the football enough to keep people honest. And then Justin came out and had a really good game the other night. Our receivers played really fast, made plays after the catch, and that always helps a quarterback out. And then in the second half, we were able to give it to Calais and give it to Trent and just grind it out. That they stayed too high most of the second half, and that gave us a chance to really run the football.
Well, let's talk about Darvion just a minute. You mentioned looked like he had kind of rolled his ankle or something there early in the game. I think he did come back in the second half and at least play some defense. But is he okay?
Well, you know, he's going to be out this week, and I don't know how long he's going to be out. It's pretty significant ankle sprain, and you know, we lost him in the first drive. He means a lot to our defense, and it's a good thing. You know, early in the year we played a lot of kids one way, and the purpose of that is to have experience, and that happened the other night, because you never know when a kid's going to go down, and then we have to play a sophomore, Dennis, back there, who did a good job. You know, he did a real good job, but Darvion was able to come back in the second half and at least get us lined up. He wasn't very effective out there. He couldn't move very well, but we missed some. We busted some coverages in the first half that really hurt us. So we felt like if we could just get him out there and he can, you know, line us up right, that we'd have a good chance of winning the football game. And he was able to do that, and you know, it just shows you the character and the heart that he has to be able to play on it like he did. And now he's going to, you know, be out this week, and then reevaluate him again next Monday.
Well, we've talked a lot about your offense, and it did look really good. Your defense, which has played real solid all year, how you think they did overall?
Did really well overall. We busted a couple coverages in the first half that really hurt us, and you know, when you're playing some sophomores back there, that's going to happen at times. We got to clean that up. We got to fix that, because in a big ball game you can't do that. They had a really good running back who was hard to tackle. I thought we got a lot of guys there. We missed some tackles at times, but you know, I think that he kind of got tired too. You know, we played at a fast pace. We've been no huddle all year on offense, but we sped it up just a little bit more Friday night, because they were so much bigger than we were, and we knew that. And they had some guys going both ways, and we wanted to make them run sideline to sideline and try to snap the ball, you know, in the first 15 seconds that we could. And I think that helped our defense out a little bit, and then plus us keeping the ball for so long in the second half really kept our defense fresh. And they've been playing great all year, and Coach Watkins and staff's been doing a really good job with you know, game planning. And really they only gave up like 3 or 4 big plays, and you know, we got to clean that up, and then just keep doing what we're doing.
Well, as much fun as the Star City game was, we've got to move on now to Dumas. They'll be coming to Warren Friday night. Happens to be our homecoming game too. Tell me about Dumas.
You know, Dumas, I think they're a really good defensive football team. You know, they're up 14-0 on Crossett last week in the fourth quarter. Offensively, they got Will Gregg, who's a Division I, committed to Arkansas. That we got to make sure we know where he's at all times, and then we just got to play. We got to continue what we're doing offensively. Losing Darvion hurts for what we wanted to do, but Justin did a good job of coming in and really managing the offense, and we just got to keep improving in that area. Defensively, we just got to keep doing what we do, and running to the football, getting a lot of guys to the football. We're not very big. Star City was a lot bigger than us. Dumas was a lot bigger than us, but we just got to keep playing hard and keep playing fast.
I think I've probably asked you this in years past, but homecoming kind of brings a new dynamic to a football game. A lot of extra activities going on. Kind of how do you deal with that from a coaching standpoint?
Well, I think our kids handle it well, so I've never had that problem here. You worry about it a little bit as a coach, but I've never had a problem here. Our kids always seem to get focused and ready to play, and we got 17 seniors this year that is playing their last homecoming game, and I feel like they'll be ready to play. I feel like they'll be excited. I know in practice this week we've had a really good practice just because Will's coming back. Will grew up with these guys, and I think he was here pretty much 5 or 6 years on and off through his elementary years. So our kids are excited to get to play him. This group of seniors know him really well, so that's helped us get ready this week. Okay,
well, I know you always keep an eye on the forecast. It's a possibility of a little bit of rain. Don't know yet, obviously, what'll happen. Will that alter how you do things?
No, it's not going to bother us at all. I mean, it could help us really, because last year I thought we went through the whole season and didn't have any bad storm or rainy games, and then we got to week 14 and week 15, and we have 2 rainstorms in a row. So, that's something that our kids understand. I know during 2-a-days and during summer practice when it rained, we went out and practiced in it for the first time, just because our kids know that at some point during the year you're going to have to go out and play a game in the rain. And last year just happened to be the 2 biggest games we played. So, we'll handle it if it comes, but we're not going to worry one way or the other.
Well, I thought you had a great crowd at the game for Star City, and of course with homecoming, I expect another big crowd. And we wish you well. Team looks great. We're having fun watching you.
All right, thank you.